What's up, guys? Welcome to the second 180 podcast. This month, we really went into gender and sexual norms. We did one podcast before, and it was kind of a rocky start. But I think today we can really kind of dissect stuff and kind of clear stuff up while we wrap up this month. For the first podcast, we asked a few questions. Some of which were, how do you define gender? What are some common gender norms that you feel you are breaking in your day-to-day life? We also asked, what makes you the gender you are? Most of the answers were kind of, your genitals define the gender you are. Is that something we're all going to agree with for today, just for time's sake? Are we all going to go with it?
No,
You say no? Do you want to explain, or you just want to stay firm? No.
I'm gonna
You
explain.
want to explain? Let's go. Let's go.
So your genitals does not define your gender roles,
Okay.
because basically, sex and gender are like two different things.
Correct.
Sex is what you're born with, like your reproductive system and stuff. Like
Mm-hmm.
why the gender is the social construct, like behaviors and characteristics.
Mm,
So yeah.
yeah. What do you want to say, Taj?
I feel like certain norms have to be there because like there has to be like a line, like humans can't like humans don't really do good with a lot of freedom. Like not everybody has the same mindset. Oh, I genuinely want to be a girl. Some of them want to identify as one so that they can like do bad stuff with the privilege.
Okay. I can get behind that. I can get behind that. Anyone else who wants to add anything before we move on? Okay, second on our recap list is our podcast. This month we did a series of short skits, each contradicting or counteracting a gender norm. The first one was with guys playing video games and the girls wanted to play. The guy said, video games are not for girls, and the podcast ended where the girls destroyed the boys badly in the games. The second short skit is where we had a boy going to school in a pink backpack, and you guys kind of teased him, and the teacher kind of explained that we as individuals, we need to decide for ourselves if we are going to allow society to dictate to us what colors should be assigned to what gender, right? And our final short skit, we had our friend Zoe, where she refused to go out partying with her friends because her boyfriend did not message her yet. I think that's a good place to start. Do you guys think the boy always has to message first in the relationship?
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay, we got a
No.
lot of no's and we got a yes. Let's hear the yes first.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm the only yes?
Yeah. Let's hear you first. You're not the only yes,
Okay.
but let's hear you first. Yeah.
So, like, you have to put them in their place, Like,
Ooh.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Looking at
Can you
me.
use the microphone, Emily? Can you use the mic? Yeah.
Yes.
Make sure you're using the mic.
Okay.
So you agree with her?
Yes.
Why?
She called a girl.
Guys. Let's go. Let's get to the meat of the matter. Why do you agree with her?
If you text a guy first, they'll feel like they're now entitled to do whatever. Like they'll be like,
You gotta use the mic. You gotta use the mic so the
I
people.
am.
You gotta bring it a little closer.
Okay.
Yeah.
They'll think like they're better.
I don't know if I agree.
That's not every man.
Okay, Zoe. That's not every man. Okay, clock the T.
Oh.
Why are you defending them?
Ooh, okay. Yeah, kid. Yes, Taj. Let's hear you.
If you guys are gonna assign that gender norm to us, then I think we should be allowed to say that you belong in the kitchen. You can't get certain jobs.
Huh?
Yeah, I think we can assign those roles to you as well.
We gave you one gender norm. One gender norm. and
One
you give
one
us-
is too many,
I agree.
and it's over something that's unnecessary. and
In my
makes no
country, we have a
sense.
saying: "What's good for the goose is good for the gander." Like the shoe has to fit on both feet. You know what I mean? So you cannot want us to have like gender norms prescribed to us by you guys, and then you don't like it when we say, "Ooh, women can't drive" or "women should cook." You guys
We
gotta be
have
fair.
a problem with you
You
guys
gotta be
saying
fair.
that. We just don't want them being there.
It's called chivalry.
Speak for every girl.
No, I don't. I speak for myself.
Whose side are you on?
All right.
As
Let's
in
get
me,
back.
Myself and I.
Okay. Let's get back on topic. After our podcast, we had a day of workshops. How many of you guys were here for the workshops? Okay, not too many of you. Not too many of you. Abby, you were here. So we had the boys learning to sew. So the guys learned to sew pencil cases and that kind of stuff, and the girls did manual labor. Abby and Haley, they actually they painted. They sand down a bench and painted it, and I was like super surprised. So yeah, I was. That was our day where we were trying to get you guys to understand that we can individually on an individual basis counteract social norms. And this is something we can try every single day. It doesn't have to be like something big or grand. Some of the small, minute things we can do actually, in essence, is us poking chips in the idea of social norms, you know? And this last Thursday, where we wrapped up the program we wrapped up our discussion at the program, we discussed a few things that I want us to really unpack today. Today is the day where we get to say and defend. We're not hiding behind anything. We're not hiding behind culture, tradition, religion. We're not hiding behind our parents or our historical indoctrination. We are hiding behind our knowledge. And if you don't got knowledge to back it up, don't say it. Deal? All right. All right. So I remember some of the questions we asked were, we had asked you guys, in terms of relationships, we asked you guys, what are some of the gender norms in relationships?
Like the man paying for the meals.
Yes, that's the big one.
Like the man having to spend more money on gifts and
That's a big one as well. Guys, like you guys had so many on Thursday. Let's go. What are some
Men-
common
gotta
gender
be-
norms in relationships?
Man gotta be the only one to provide. Shut
Oh,
bro.
poor baby.
Baby,
Men gotta be the only ones to provide. That's true. That's a big one.
Women staying at home and cooking. And
Women
cleaning.
staying at home and cooking. That is crazy. That's a big one. That's a big one. Any more?
Oh,
Any more?
men have to open the door.
Oh, that was the biggest one. I think, just for context, this Thursday on our program, this one got a lot of debate. The girls are saying it is common decency for a man to open the door and pull the chair back. That is a man's job. It doesn't matter what gender norms, it doesn't matter anything. A man's job is to, at all times, do those two things. So, let's unpack that a little bit today. Oh, Ruby wants to say something.
Actually, about that, because there's a video I saw, right?
Yeah.
There's a guy, like, he was trying to propose to the girl,
Yeah.
and just because he wasn't on his knees, and the girl was like, no, he has to go on his knees, like, and then he slapped him and left.
Oh, he
So,
said knees.
and-
He means knees. He means knees.
Yeah, news. My bad.
Yeah.
And then after like 3 months, she came back, and then she saw the guy with a best friend, like the guy with a best friend dating.
Mhm.
And like, so what I'm trying to say is, it doesn't like have to be the guy that has to like pull the chair back every single time. No,
I
it doesn't
agree.
have to be that.
It needs to be 50-50.
No.
No, it's not even actually
It should be
50-50.
50-50.
Hold on,
You could just pull the chair back and sit down, open the car door, and like, you understand. It doesn't have to like be the man to do that. Pull the chair. What if your man is not there? You have to call him to come pull the chair for you? No.
But what if he doesn't have
Exactly,
That's
like-
when you do it yourself. But when he's
Oh,
there, it has to
okay. I want to hear what you say. I want to see what you have to say, Zoe. Hold on, guys. We're listening to Zoe. Zoe has something to say.
I was disagreeing with Abby.
You were agreeing with Abby?
50-50.
It needs to be 50-50.
No.
Okay, I agree. Yeah, it's 50-50. But I'm talking about, guys, like the basics of like opening the door and pulling the chair. That's basic being a gentleman.
It's bare
But
minimum,
it's
guys.
giving you're
Bare
not
minimum.
independent and you need someone.
Okay,
no,
so
when
stop.
You're together.
Let's do this. Let's do
When
this.
you're
Let's do this.
together.
Okay, Praise wants to say something. Let's go there first.
That's the bare minimum. Then coming home to a cooked meal should be the bare minimum for us.
Okay. If you guys are going to set stipulations for the bare minimum for a gentleman, what's the bare minimum for a young lady?
Cooking.
Cooking. I agree.
Okay.
If men should open the door, if men should pull the chair back, I believe I should come at least wake up or come home to cook meals.
Okay.
Taking care of the kids.
Taking care of the kids. That's a deep one. That's a slippery slope. That's a slippery slope.
I think it's just chivalry. Like, I don't got problems doing that 100% of the time.
You see, that's the thing. I want it to feel like I have a choice in doing it. I want to do it, but I don't want you to say this is what you have to do because it's the bare minimum.
It's like
That's where the problem is.
like-
If you're saying I have to do it, then I'm not going to want to do it. Allow me to be a gentleman and do it. But if it's a stipulation that you're saying, society's saying this has to be done by a man for him to be a gentleman, that's where the problem comes in because it's
No.
not your choice.
It's like I
Yeah.
wouldn't want my girl to do that for me. I rather her do that for her all the time.
I agree. Like I'm not going. If my girl puts the trip, I'm like, what is going on here,
Yeah,
right?
But like,
you being weird.
But I want a choice. I don't want someone to tell me this is your role and you have to fall into it.
Yeah.
I just don't mind, to be honest.
I mind. I don't want someone to dig a hole for me and say fit into this hole.
No.
I'm a big guy. I can't fit into every single hole for every person, you know.
If you want to do it, just
Oh,
do it.
okay.
You
Calm
don't
down, Jesus. Calm down. Calm down.
but Josiah, we don't like ask for it.
Well, you
But
do.
you appreciate it.
We don't ask. We
But
don't
you-
go.
we
Oh,
don't-
you have to open the chair. Like we
don't
like to do it
directly ask for it. We stand there and
Exactly.
wait.
because
Nah,
we're
they're expecting
princesses.
it.
Okay, but if they don't, are you gonna stand there and wait?
So
No,
why?
Just
I'm
open
gonna
the
do
door,
it
bro.
myself.
Just take out the chair.
So-
Why do you have to
I'll
wait
talk
for
to
him to
them.
open
Wait,
the
hold
door?
on. One at a
So-
time. One at a time.
So
one at a
why
time,
you
one at a
was
time.
so against it at first if you don't ask for it? Why you was so against it?
Yeah, it's
Ooh.
expected.
But
Unexpected.
I always tell the boys that I hang out with. I always tell them this. Can you hate someone for failing a test they don't know they're taking? Your expectation of someone does not mean that's the person's expectation for themselves.
But honestly,
Which is
I'll
what I was
I'll
saying.
not let you know. Like it's something I expect. If you don't, it's okay. I'll move on.
Will you though?
No, yeah, it's not
Okay,
that deep.
Let's hear you, Prince.
So like, what's the point of like?
So basically, you want us to read your mind because, like, how are we gonna
I was
know you
gonna
want?
say that.
La
That's
boo-boo?
crazy.
La boo-boo.
That's crazy. All right. Let's go on to the next question. How do some social norms associating with gender roles play a part in the roles you play in a relationship? So in essence, how does society dictate what role you should play in a relationship? Like for the guys, when you go out on dates, like, are you expected to pay for the food all the time? Are you expected to arrange stuff? Like, have you guys experienced ours? You're like, nah, not really.
Yeah, cause like us, like the first date, right? You have to like be a gentleman and stuff like that.
I disagree. Why you said the first date? After the first date, what happens?
No, you could like you have to like keep doing that, but like
This is the
Sometimes
same guy, by the
it's
way, that
50.
doesn't like to open doors and stuff.
Ooh,
What do you know about being a gentleman, bro?
ooh. All right, that's crazy. All right, I think we can move on from that one. That was a little. Do you feel that your gender or sexuality or sexual identity affects how you build relationships? Do you feel who you are as an individual? Can you just stop saying that? It's okay. No one is kind of accosting you. Do you think who you are as an individual and who you like as an individual affects relationships you're able to build outside of who you like and who you are? So let me explain a little more. So if there's a guy who likes guys, does it mean that he's not going to be able to hang out with other guys whom he does not like?
Yes.
No. Yes.
not really.
It's gonna affect it. Like
Why though?
Cause like some people are mean, and that's why like gay guys hang out with girls. Cause like boys are mean.
They want to be girls.
and they're gonna be like,
What
"Oh,
do
you're a fag" or this. Don't cancel me though.
Okay. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, I
But
think
if they
it's-
want to be girls, why can't they hang out with the girls?
For real, he's trying to be a girl.
They
Like,
don't
Can you
wanna
use
be
the mic?
girls, they're just attracted to guys.
I don't know. Let's answer the question and then we can kind of delineate from there. Does who you are and who you like affect your ability to build relationships? Yes or no?
yes.
No.
Yes, and you said no. Let's get the no first.
Being gay doesn't mean you can't hang out with guys.
But like, we're not saying you can't. We're just saying it's gonna affect how you build the relationship.
No, it's not gonna affect your
Yes,
relationship.
it does.
No.
Maybe not on your end, but like on the other people's end. Cause like, what if they don't like what you're doing? And
You know
stuff?
there are a lot of gay footballers, right?
Yeah, but does everyone like them?
Not everyone like gay people.
Exactly.
But not everyone likes you either. You're not gay.
Exactly.
Okay. But like that, I'm just saying it does affect your living relationships.
Okay.
Like
okay.
it doesn't mean that they won't like that you can't like them, but it affects how you build them. Because if two straight men, like, like, it's whatever, right? But then, like, a straight man and a gay man, and they're like just like friends, it does affect how you guys are.
Okay. I can get behind that. You guys agree?
No.
No? Okay, let me hear from you. I want to hear from you. Okay. Just no and no. Everyone else agrees?
Something?
Yeah, you can say something.
Okay, so like basically, once you hear of a gay man, you think of like someone who acts kind of feminine or nothing. But not all gay men are like, like call it zesty. Not all gay men are zesty. Some actually are masculine. They're just attracted to guys,
But a lot of them are DL though.
but not all.
Yeah, I think the problem here is that there's generalization on your part. Not everyone falls into the box.
But because there are some, you can't say it does not affect it at all.
And that's true. I agree. Because there is some you cannot say does not affect it. That is deep. With that, let's move on to the next question. How does what you call me speak to who I am? How does what someone else thinks you should be speak to who you actually are? Do other people have the ability to change who you are intrinsically?
No. What is intrinsically?
Like internally?
No.
All right, let's hear Prince.
I think it depends on the person, like how confident they are in themselves. Like, if a person like doesn't have like a high self-esteem, they'd be like subjective to like changing their character to the people that they're around.
Okay.
It depends
Alright.
on how
Is that how they
strong
act?
or weak they are mentally.
That's true. Anyone else?
Sorry.
I feel like it depends on like how long, like continuity is changed. Like eventually, it can change you internally, like with enough time.
I agree.
Especially if they don't know how to handle it.
That is true. Do we all agree with it? Okay. I think it's the first thing we were all on the same page. Moving on smartly. Does who I like determine the kind of individual I am?
No.
Does who I like determine the kind of individual I am?
Yes.
No.
That's who you
Yes,
like.
it does.
Yeah, like if you're a boy attracted to boys, does it determine the kind of individual you are? If you're a girl attracted to girls, if you are a individual who is gender non-conforming, does it define you as an individual?
No.
No, yes, no. Is it
No.
all no? No?
No.
Oh, no, we're on this question.
No.
I'm
No.
gonna say
No.
It depends.
Depends.
No.
No. Who said it depends? Taj? Let's hear you, Taj.
I feel like it can combat how you see yourself.
Okay, come on, how you see yourself. Okay, I agree with that. It's a mental thing. After a while, if you have people saying the same thing to you, after a while, it starts to actually imprint on you, and it becomes a part of your identity. I can agree with that. Everyone can agree with that.
Yeah.
I think this is the only thing we've agreed on so far. I'm going to move on very smartly. So, does who I like who I like determine the quality of individual I am?
No.
Yeah.
no.
No.
In a way.
In a way, like does the gender or the does who you are attracted to determine who you are as an individual? So if you like girls, does it mean you're less of a person, more of a person, a stronger person, a weaker person? Does this speak to the quality of individual you are?
No.
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 I feel like it kind of does, depending on why you like that gender.
What do you mean?
Depending on
Why
what.
you like them?
Okay. You like girls doesn't define
If
your
I like girls
personality?
because wait, if I think about this, imagine if I didn't like boys because I see them on the same level as me, but I like girls because they're lower than me. What does that say about me?
That's true. That is true. Okay. That is deep. He's cooking with some gas here. Okay. He's cooking with some gas. Can we agree with Taj? It depends. It varies. Okay. He's cooking with some gas here. Okay. Anyone wants to go against it? All right. Next question. Am I entitled to feel different ways at different times? For instance, one day I can feel a bit more feminine and the next day I feel more masculine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes? Any
Yeah.
no's? I wanna take this time to point out Keelan, because in our Thursday discussion, Keelan was the person that went against everything the group
Everything.
went against. So Now he's quiet, so I want to see. Did you challenge your own point of view, or are you just quiet because you're afraid of being canceled?
I'm not afraid of cancellation.
Mm.
I'm afraid of your show being canceled.
Ooh,
But,
nah. I think everyone that's subbing on already knows what the show's about, so it's not really gonna get canceled.
yeah, bro, you don't want to listen to me, bro. Think of me as Donald Trump.
What?
But Donald Trump is white and has money.
Think of me the.
We digress. We digress. We
Think
digress.
of me as the
No,
lesser
no, no, no,
Donald
no,
Trump.
no, 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 no. Answer the question. Are you entitled to feel different ways at different times?
Yes,
You agree with that?
yes, but you were saying like one day we can feel feminine. I don't agree with that. But you can feel different ways at different times.
As a society, we assign certain emotions and certain states of being to femininity. We assign being emotional to being feminine. We assign being talkative and being open and not combative, but being transparent as being feminine. As a society, we assign being a homemaker as being feminine. If you wake up one day and say, "Look, I'm going to stay home," first of all, I'm going to talk to my girl. Tell my girl, "Look, she's doing stuff I don't like, and I need her to cut this out."
But those
Secondly,
things are not feminine.
but that's what society assigns to femininity.
We don't care about society.
So
Wait,
now,
so what do you think is feminine?
now you wanna counteract society when it suits you.
Nah, some things are, but those things you mentioned aren't.
Okay, give me an
Because
example. Of
if you
something
was
that's
in a
feminine.
relationship and you was having problems with your girl and you don't bring them up, you're just gonna suffer.
I don't want to be this guy, but you're sitting next to your ex. So how did you suffer?
We're happily married.
Wait, I have a question. I have a question. What?
Bro, are you kidding?
Give an example of something that's feminine.
I don't really got an example that I could think of right now.
So you don't believe in gender norms?
That's the thing. Keelan is doing this now because he's afraid of being canceled. But
No.
I'm gonna go with him on his reply because I want him to be here for next month. So if he gets canceled this month,
No,
we don't
listen,
have his
right? This is the thing, right? There are gender norms, right? But like, because like, I could sew. My grandmother teach me how to sew, clean, cut. I could do all that, right? But I don't mean that I'm feminine because I do it. That's
I'll
just a
call you a
normal thing.
hypocrite. I'll call you a hypocrite because you and Abby broke up because you refused to talk.
No, we didn't.
Yes. The entire costume knew why you broke up.
She was not
So-
following the program.
So I'm gonna call you a hypocrite. I'm trying my hardest not to digress, but I want to also call you out. These are things that you associate with being feminine, but you're sitting here and saying, "No, it's not feminine."
I would like
So-
to say that was not my fault. It was hers. Thank you very much.
Okay, we're gonna move on. Everyone else agrees that you can feel different ways on different days, and it does not mean that you as an individual you are flawed or imperfect beyond repair. Yeah? You disagree?
No, I agree.
Okay, perfect. The second half of the question and the last thing we're going to pose before we close the podcast out is: does the ability to be fluid, does the fact that you are conscious of your environment, you're able to be a bit more feminine when it needs to be, a bit more masculine, you're able to be actually you're able to take masculinity and femininity out of the picture, you're able to be yourself. Does that make you a lesser person?
No.
No, we all agree that I would actually argue it makes you a stronger person. For my sisters, I want my sisters to fall in love with men that understand emotion, are able to sit down and discuss emotion. I want my sisters to fall in love with men who do not feel it is woman to cry. I want them to fall in love with men that are emotionally available. But me myself, I want a woman who's gonna accept me because I am those things, right? Well, in that light, I want to thank us all for being on the podcast. These two girls are talking about the baby, but okay, we'll just cancel them for the next podcast.
We were talking about
Guys, it was great having you guys. This has been our month of gender norms, sexual norms, and I think we've done good so far. But I think next month is gonna be bigger and better. So I want you guys to clap for yourself. And with this, have a great evening, guys.
The 180. Seek the challenge, be the change.